Hey, what's up? Yancy here. Let's do everything today. Today is do everything. So if you've been doing the Monday, the Tuesday, the Wednesday, the Thursday class, this is like the culmination of it all. So we'll start top of the mat. We'll do 3 sun salutations. You can lift through the chest, heart space, lengthen the crown. You can close the eyes, take a couple deep Ujjayi breaths, victorious breath through the nose. Out the nose, constrict your vocal cords. And then you can drop the arms, you can blink the eyes open. Let's get started. Inhale, stretch your arms up, palms connect, look at your thumbs. Exhale, hinge at the waistband, forward bend. Look up halfway. You'll plant your palms for this first one, step back plank pose. Shoulder blade scapula, there's a protraction there, outer triceps back, pubic bone navel, inner thighs up. Take an inhale, lift out of the shoulders, lower halfway down. Good, low plank, pull the chest through, upward dog, shoulders away, squeeze the back muscles, inner ankles in. And tone the abdomen, downward dog, spread fingers. Push your fingertips down, thumb and index knuckle down. Keep an internal rotation in the inner thighs, broaden the collarbones. As you internally rotate the inner thighs, root lock gets applied, energizing through the legs. The navel lock is applied, navel in, low ribs away from the toes, and chin in, look towards toes, knees, navel. Deep breaths. High up in the toes, bend your knees, push the floor, wrap the outer triceps back. Inhaling, lightly travel to the top of the mat. Look up halfway, long spine. Exhale, hinge, neutral spine. Inhale, stretch up, upward hands, get nice and tall. And exhale, arms by the side, equal stance. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, 1. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 4. Soft elbows if I'm jumping. Inhale, 5. Pull chest through. Big breath. Exhale, 6. Dog pose. Here we go. Bend the knees, high up on the toes. Inhaling lightly to the top of the mat. 7, look up halfway. 8, hinge. 9, inhale. Get tall. 10, exhale, equal stance. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, prepare. Exhale. Inhale, pull the chest through. Exhale, dog pose. Bend the knees, high up on the toes, lightly to the top of the mat. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, equal stance. Samasthiti. All right, Sun B, 18 steps. Start with a chair pose. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bottom of push-up. Inhale, come up, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, warrior 1, 7th step, right side. Exhale, 8, receive the floor, bottom of a push-up. 9, pull chest through. 10, dog pose. 11, left side. Warrior 1. 12, exhaling. 13, inhaling. And 14, exhaling. Again, open up your feet a little bit wider, toes in, heels out. This will stretch out your sacral area, your low back. Apply locks. Deep ujjayi breaths. Okay, bend the knees, high up on the toes, lightly to the top of the mat. 15, look up. 16, hinge. 17, chair. And 18, equal stance. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, dog. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, bottom of a push-up. Inhale, chest pulls through, back bend. Exhale, dog pose. Inhale, left side. Exhale, receive the floor. Inhale, back bend. And exhale, dog pose. Keep wrapping the outer triceps back, drawing the collarbones. Abdomen tone, the ribs away from the toes. Okay, here we go. Bend the knees, high up on the toes. Inhaling lightly to the top of the mat. Look up halfway. Exhale, hinge, chair pose. And exhale, Samasthiti, equal stance. Okay, here we go. Chair pose. Okay, interlace your fingers up over the head, flip palm ceiling, pull biceps back, stretch the shoulders. Good, and then half chair. Low ribs in. Good, get your arms up, heel the hand towards the front, and then fold. Okay, look up halfway. The knees come onto the backs of the arms, crow pose. 2 choices. Crow pose, and then shoot the legs back, or tripod headstand. 3 choices, actually, or take it up into a handstand. We'll show you the handstand. All right. Shift, knees together, legs go up. Knees to the chest, shoot the legs back. Upward dog, downward dog. Right side, warrior 1. Low ribs in, reform left arch, move your hips left to right. Open up second warrior. Adjust the stance, clean it up, look past shoulder. Pubic bone lifts. Externally rotate the inner right thigh, root down through baby toe, sit low, reach long, and go ahead, straight the front leg. Left foot comes in, right eye seek left thumb, watch your left arm go up, triangle pose. And you can use a block, whatever you need. Pubic bone lifts, long right rib cage, left shoulder rib back. Exhale, left hand down, adjust the left foot, square off the pelvis, right arm up, twisted triangle. Scissor the inner thighs. Right hand comes down. Let's come into the side angle pose. You can take any modifications, block if you need. Forearm on the thigh, half binds, full binds. Let's try a full bind. Hold something, roll chest open, pubic bone navel, tail heel. Breathing. Exhale. Free the bind, pop the left foot in. Good, interlace your fingers behind the back, lift your chest. And exhale, dive down, devotional warrior. Right hip back, left hip forward, knuckles overhead. Inhale, push into the feet. Come up, warrior one. And exhale, hands to the heart. You may raise your back heel if you need to. Lift your chest. Exhale, turn, twist. And then level off the pelvis. Full pose, hand down, bicep over the ear. And you can even explore a bind. Exhale. Hands come down. Foot goes back. Vinyasa. Elbow stand. Come to the middle of your mat. Hug your elbows in. Walk your toes in. Eyes between the wrists, the forearms. Reach through the inseam of top leg. Come up. Once you've established the balance, you can scissor the legs in. Come to downward dog. Left side, warrior one. Keep the pubic bone lifting, reform the right arch. Lengthen back ribs. Slice open, warrior two. Look past shoulder. Soften shoulders. Take a breath, sit low, reach long. Straight the front leg. Hop the right foot in. Left thigh, right thumb. Triangle pose. Revolve your triangle. Right hand down, level off the pelvis. Left arm goes up. Left hip down and back, right hip forward and down. Long right rib cage. One more breath. Exhale, side angle pose. Adjust your feet like warrior two. And then if you don't have a condition, you may take the variation that you did on the previous side. Exhale, hands come down, frame foot, adjust right foot like warrior one, separate the stance, prepare for devotional warrior, interlace fingers, lift your chest, smooth breath, broaden the collarbone, and down you go, shoulder inside the knee, head towards the big toe, level off the pelvis, left hip down and back, right hip forward, now it goes overhead. Push into the feet, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the heart. Lift chest, inhale. Exhale, hinge at waistband, turn twist, abdomen tone, use internal levers, then external. And then if you took a bind, and you may take a bind here. Breathe deeper, diaphragm's constricted, especially in the twist. Exhale, hands down, slide left foot back, take a vinyasa, high position, low position, upward dog, downward dog. All right, second elbow stand, you can come to the middle of your mat, if you have enough room, and then you'll put your elbows down, you'll hug your elbows in, don't let them go wider than the shoulders. The shoulders will go forward, most of the way in the elbows. Walk your toes in. If you kicked up with one leg, try the other leg. Reach to the inseam. Shoulders a little bit forward, and then push, get extension. Finding the balance. If you want to work the hollow back, push. Bring your knees to your chest. Most of the weight in the elbows. Shoulder stretch. Downward dog. From here, the hands to the feet pose. You may bend your knees if you can without touching the floor, one chance. Grab your big toes, look up, press your thumbs in front of your big toes. Fold the elbows out and back, shoulders away from the ears, bend your knees any amount. Look at the tip of the nose, relax your head, weight in toes. Look up halfway. Slide the hands underneath the feet if you can, same time. Fold, weight forward, fingers against soles of the feet. And then keeping the feet underneath the hands, all right, you're going to try to walk to the top of your mat. It's a little bit awkward. Just to imagine that your feet were hands. And then you can walk to the back of your mat. And a nice way to massage the wrist. Okay, and then you'll slide the hands from underneath the feet. You look up halfway, put your hands on your hips, come up the rest of the way. Good, equal stance. I'm gonna turn around for you guys so that it'll be the same way. You can see me. Hands on the waist, you guys stay where you're at. Step your right foot out about 4 feet. Patasana series. Inhale, stretch the arms up, look at the thumbs. Exhale, swan dive down. You can relax the head, bend your knees as much as you need to. You can open up the legs, you can slide the hands back. You can come into a tripod headstand or stay here, Patasana A. And then probably in the other series, we probably already did a regular basic tripod headstand. So if you're looking for something a little bit different, you stay basic tripod headstand, or you can turn your fingers face back. Tent the fingertips, Ta Hasta Bandha. Right, it's an energy lock here. Come up onto the balls of the feet. You may raise the legs. And the stance might be a little bit wider. And you can flirt here, breathing. You don't have to go upside down. You can stay in the wide-legged forward bend. You can flirt, ring finger, pinky finger, middle finger, and then maybe lose the thumb. Fingertips come back down, open up your legs, dorsiflex flex the feet, put on the brakes, the landing gear. Maybe hover, and then toes touch down. Look up halfway, catch waistband, bring the elbows in, come up the rest of the way. Inhale, stretch the arms up. And then the B's a little bit different. You can take reverse prayer. If you can't do reverse prayer, grab opposite elbows. Inhale, lift through the sternum, lay a hand pushes the chest up, and down you go. Elbows away from the thighs, chest between the knees, weight in the toes. And look at the nose. Mula bandha is engaged. Keep an internal rotation of the inner thighs. Inhale, come up. And then free the hands, stretch the arms up, get tall out of the waistband. Exhale, interlace the finger, C. Pull the knuckles down, lift the chest, and down you go. And slowly come up halfway, catch your waistband, come up the rest of the way. Inhale, stretch the arms up. And wide-legged forward bend, D. Exhale, down you go. Grab your big toes, look up halfway. Fold elbows out and back, burn the collarbones, relax the head, weight in toes. Look up halfway. And then 3 handstand hops, shoulders forward, outer triceps back, calf the upper spine, high up on the toes. And then flex, reach your legs apart, even if you have tight hamstrings. Those of you that know how to press, shift the shoulders forward, high up on the toes. You take 3 little hops or just press it up. Come into a straddle handstand split, like gravity work on the legs. If you know, you can helicopter the legs. And if you're done your 3 hops, all right, the rest of you put on the landing gear, come down slow, open up for the sidewise splits. All right, same angle. You can come onto the forearms. Careful, no straining, lots of breath. We're not going to be here too long. You can walk the hands back, working the shoulders over the pelvic region. Keep the soles of the foot on the floor. So there's less lateral pressure in the knees. And if the inside knees touch down, then you can come onto the instep of the foot. And then slowly come up, heel ball feet in, stay nice and low, pivot quarter turn, you'll face your right leg, splits time. Lift your butt, lift your chest, fold, half splits, flex the foot, full pose, sole of the foot stays down. Keep a bend, don't agitate the hamstrings, find your limit. You can use props, blocks, or just try to copy me. Level off, left hip rib shoulder forward. Do a back bend, and then you can come forward. Flexible, grab your Achilles. You can work your over splits, keeping the back toes tucked. Slowly come up, you'll switch the sides. You can lift your hips up a little bit and come into the halves for a little warm up or the full pose. Breathing, use your props, your blocks, whatever you need to do. No straining, very careful this pose. Don't agitate the hamstring. And then you'll lean onto your left hip. Seated wide-legged forward bend. Upavishta Konasana, flesh your parts away. And if it's too much, sit on a block, bend your knees, inhale, exhale, down you go. Slight dorsiflexion, we're not going to be here too long. If you're staying longer, you can relax the feet, but keep it active. Inner knees, inner thighs, externally rotating. And then inhale, come up. And let's do some lateral stretching. The left arm up, come to the right. And you don't have to reach the foot. If you can, awesome, no biggie. Try to root down through the left C-point. Roll chest open. If you have the advantage point, you can grab the foot, turn. Both hands. And slowly come up, other side. Right arm up and to the left. And come back up. And one more time down the middle. Inhale. And exhale. Any variation with the arms. And slowly come up. And then let's do the root lock checkups, Mula Bandha checkups. You might, adjust your leg a little bit. So the left leg at 12 o'clock, right foot at about 45 degrees. What's that? 1, 2. You'll shift your shoulders forward. You'll count the upper spine. See if you can lift your butt. Maybe even lift your heels if you can. The left foot comes through and bring it back. Inhaling, abdomen tone. Apply the lock. Shift the shoulders forward. Shift, lift. If you can, slide the foot through and bring it back. You can use blocks too. And then we'll do the other side. We'll take it back into a vinyasa. Right foot 12. Left foot about 9 or 10. All right, you have to flex the feet. And you're going to meet me in a downward dog the best you can. If you have to just kind of crawl your feet through, that's totally fine. Inhale, shift the shoulders forward, count the upper spine. Exhale, take it on back. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. From here, bend your knees, high up on the toes. Make it to the top of the mat. If you know how to do a little handstand hop, maybe a little tuck up, you could. Bend your knees, high up on the toes. Inhale. Forward bend. If not already, look up halfway. Fold. Bring your hands, reverse prayer. Inhale, come up. If it's too much, just grab opposite elbows, totally fine. Or make a fist, bump your fist. Step your right foot back, 3.5 feet. You'll pivot, quarter turn, another quarter turn. This is the pyramid pose. Inhale, square off, down you go, chin to the shin. Bend your knees if it's too much. Scissor in the thighs, right hip down and back, left hip forward. Inhale, you'll come up. Exhale, other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up. And exhale, feet together. Equal stance. Samasthiti. Okay, from here, big toe pose. So, hands on the waist. However you want to grab your big toe. If it's too much, just grab your knee, hips forward, lift your chest, tall spine. You can go for the knee or the toe. If you can, extend, concentration time, chin to the shin. 3, 2, 1. Flex foot, use your leg. All right, reach to the heel, hips forward, lift your chest, and then look past left shoulder. 3, 2, 1. One more time, lift leg, chin, shin. And then keep the height, point your toes, catch your waist. 3, 2, 1. Feet together, equal stance. Let's try the other side. So, hips forward, lift your chest. You can bend your left knee, stay here, or go for the toe. Even keep the knee bent, or hamstrings open, chin, shin. 3, 2, 1. Leg side. 3, 2, 1. Back to the center. Lift. Catch your waist. 3, 2, 1. Equal stance. Okay, the next one, careful the knee, tree pose. If you have the bind, you can take the bind. Move nice and slow. Any kind of variation of tree. All right, lots of places to be. Careful the knee. If you're working with the condition, you can just hold the foot or just keep the foot inside. And those of you a little bit warmed up, shoulders okay, no condition, the bind. And if you're happy there, you can fold. No forcing. 3, 2, 1. Slowly you'll come up. And feet together. Equal stance. Other side, standing on the right leg, left foot. And you can be here, here, or here. Heel towards the groin, blade of the foot towards the hip crease. So there's leverage. Gentle, no forcing, careful the knees. And if you have the bind, you can take the bind. Maybe sickle the toes, do a little twist. Oh, the mic pack. Catch your wave, down you go. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up. And feet together. Yeah, that's okay. All right. We'll take a salute. We'll take it to the floor. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look up. Exhale, take it on back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Okay, taking it to the floor, you can put blocks underneath your hands. Bend your knees, high up on your toes. Legs come through between the hands. Okay, from here, staff pose. Fleshy parts away. Wrist, elbows, shoulders in one line. Abdomen tone, pelvic floor lifting. Chin in, look navel. 3, 2, 1. Relax your heels. Grab your big toes. Bend your knees as much as you need. Even if you need to use a strap, that's okay. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look up halfway. Thumbs right at the base between second big toe mound. And then pull the edge of the feet in. Exhale. Inhale, look up halfway. Intense west stretching pose, number 3. You can stay here at 2 or find the wrist. Inhaling, exhaling. Slowly come up. Intense east stretch pose. Point your toes. Walk your hands back. Wrap the outer triceps back. Keep your heels together. Push the floor. Lift your hips up. Toes strike the earth. Slowly soften your seat down. From here, the boat pose. Cross your ankles, knees to the chest, dorsiflex flex the feet, take a vinyasa. Upward dog, downward dog. Okay, get your leg through. And then if you do not have the lotus, you put a block underneath your knee or sit on a block. You can get your foot here and gentle. You don't have to fold all the way. If you have the lotus, all right, front sitting point, reach around, fold. Slowly come up, and then we'll simply swap out the sides. Other side. Again, you can put something underneath your knee. You can put something underneath your seat, all right? You can bring your foot up as much as you can. Gentle, no forcing, a gentle fold. If you have the half lotus, you can take the half lotus. Bind, fold. You can even use a strap. And slowly come up. Bow pose. And cross the ankles. Take a vinyasa. From here, you can bend the right knee like a cheerleader. Prepare for the hurdler stretch or both legs through. Sit on a block if it agitates your knee. Inhale, exhale. And slowly come up. One-legged crow pose. Left heel comes in. Knee armpit or back of the arm, depending on where you're at. Shift your shoulders forward, straight the leg, left heel, right heel. Legs back. Upward dog, downward dog. Okay, you can bend the left knee, right leg comes through. Inhale, exhale. And slide the heel in. Come into the one-legged crow pose. Adjust yourself, knee back of the arm. Again, way to start, shoulders forward, bend the elbows. As much as you need, straight the back leg. Play here, bring the right heel in, or shift forward. Legs back, upward dog, downward facing dog. Legs come through, full vinyasa, come to a seat. Prepare for Janu. The right foot comes in. Again, you can sit on a block or put something underneath the knee. Flesh your part away. Inhale. Exhale. Come up. We'll do the B right here. You'll lift your seat. Again, if it's too much in the knee, you put a block underneath your seat. Slide the sole underneath. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly come up. We'll free the leg. Before we get onto the left side, let's work some abdominals. Interlace your fingers behind the head. Good. Raise the legs. Good. Point your toes. Lift your shoulder blades off the floor. And then point your toes. Let your heels hover. Flex your feet. Both legs up. Point toes. Heels hover. Flex feet. Both legs up. Point toes. Heels hover. Flex feet. Both legs up. Stay here. We lift the shoulders. Lower your left leg. Point the right toes. Point the left toes. Right leg meets left leg. Low back down. Right leg up. Right leg down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Stay here. Flex both feet. Both legs up. Good. Lower just your left leg. Point both sets of toes. Only moving left leg. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left leg down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left leg down. Inhale, left leg up. Last one. Exhale, left leg down. Good. Did we mess that up? I think we might have messed that up. Hover. Left leg up. Left leg down. Left leg up. Left leg down. Flex both feet, both legs up. Knees to the chest. Little extra core work never hurt. And then from here, rock forward, rock back. Bow pose. Cross the ankles, vinyasa. Upward dog, downward dog. Full vinyasa, legs come through. Left side, Janu. A, flesh your part away. Exhale. Come up. And then adjust yourself. Sitting on the sole of the foot. Best you can. Exhale. Come on up. Free the leg. Bow pose. And then get super compact. Cross vinyasa. Upward dog. Downward dog. Handstand. Walk your toes in. One foot up. Shoulders into position. Eyes in position. Reach to the inseam. Push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward dog. Legs come through. Marichyasana. So the sage poses. So right foot up, fist distance between, hands in prayer, you stay here, or wrap, bind, pull, chin to the shin. Slowly come up. Keep this leg. We'll go for the C, right hand closed, left arm up, twist. If you have the bind, bind. Slowly unwind. Again, and let's simply swap the sides. Other side. You can bind, fold. Come up. Other side. Twist. If you have the bind. And slowly unwind. Free the leg. The checkups, boat pose. Cross your ankles, knees to the chest, lift your butt. Boat pose. Cross your ankles, lift your butt. Boat pose. This time, cross your ankles, lift your butt, take a vinyasa. Whoa. Upward dog, downward dog. And it could look like that. Every day is different. And then second, handstand. Walk your toes in. Maybe try the other leg. Left foot forward, right leg up. And then reach, kick. Five. Whoa. That can happen. Back to downward dog. And jump your legs through. From here, the butterfly pose. You can sit on a block if you need to. And if it's too much, the heels away from the groin. Inhale. Tall spine. Exhale. Slowly come up. And then from the butterfly, grab your big toes and make sure you're scooched forward. Balance. And then you're going to rock back 3 times and try to balance how you can. Rock back. 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 Last one. Stay. And then from here, if you can, bend your knees, reach your arms forward, squeeze your knees to the backs of the arms, get them above the elbow, shift forward into the firefly. Crow pose, shoulders forward, legs back, upward dog, downward dog. From here, bend your knees, high up on the toes, lightly. Just like a little squatting, top of the mat. Bend your knees. And then I'm going to have you turn your knees to the left. Oh, let's turn the knees to the right, excuse me. And then you're going to take your left hand close, right arm up, turn twist. If you have the full bind, you can bind. Or exploring the side crows. Side crow A, Good. Knee to the armpit, shift forward, knees bent. B, straight, C, split. You can shoot the legs back. Upward dog. Downward dog. And you'll jump to the top of the mat. Or walk, however you like. Have a squat. And then this time the knees to the left. Twist right. Eventually the heels come down. You can use your hand. From here, side crow A, B, C. A, knees bent. B, legs straight. C, split the legs. Shoot the legs back. Upward dog. Downward dog. From here, you can bend the right knee. Same thing like the hurdler stretch. We'll do the Kapatasana. You can raise the leg. Yeah. Chin to the shin. Head back. And then this will give you a variation. If you're flexible here, you'll bend the left knee, right hand grabs the blade of the foot. You can come into the compass. Free the leg. And then you can take a one-legged crow again if you like. You can use your head this time just to prep. And leg back. And then the left side, you'll bend the left knee or both legs through. And then you come into the Kapatasana. You can bend the knee or use a strap. And the compass, left hand, blade of the right foot, bend the right knee, shoulder behind the knee, extend. Yeah. Slowly from here, you'll free the foot. Again, you can use your head for the one-legged crow. And head comes down. See the hands, tuck left toes, right heel, left leg, legs back, upward dog, downward facing dog. And then from here, jump your legs through between your hands. And then we'll do the crazy 8 pose. So, kind of like that compass pose. Good. Left hand, work your shoulder, knee close to the shoulder. Clamp the arm, elephant trunk pose, squeeze the knees to the shoulder. Lift your butt, lift your heel, slide the left over the right, shift your shoulders forward, squeeze the arms. Come back up. And then we'll do the other side. So this time, right hand grabs the blade of the left foot, work the knee close to the shoulder, clamp the upper arm, shift your shoulders forward so that your seat can lift. Lift your heel, cross, dip, come up, come out. Good, not bad. Okay, from here, the boat pose. Cross your ankles, vinyasa. Whoa. Upward dog, downward dog. Put your knees, shift your shoulders forward, and then lie down all the way down on your back. On your stomach, excuse me. And then you're going to extend your arms forward, getting into the spine. Inhaling, hips up, or chest up, arms up, legs up, rather. Lift everything. Bend your elbows, pull your chest more through. Keep that lift, arms by the side. Keep that until you hit your fingers. Lift everything. Come back to Purna Shalabhasana, full locust. Bend your elbows, hands by the low ribs. Upward dog. Downward dog. Knees down, sit between heels. Take rest, sit on the block if it's too much. You don't have to recline. If you're comfortable, you may recline. Then use your hands, prop yourself up. Tripod headstand. Head down, see the hands. Knees back to the arms, knees together, legs up. All right. Half pike. Open up your feet, toes down, push, upward dog, downward dog. Ripple forward into a plank pose. Lower all the way down. Floor bow, bend your knees, grab your ankles. Inhale and kick. Roll to the right. Kick, knees together. Center, kick. Roll to the left. Center, kick. Keep the legs, arms by the side, skydiver. Thumbs by lower ribs, push. Slowly lower. Upward dog. Downward dog. Knees down, camel. Okay, knees to the low back, hands to the low back, knees, hips width apart. You can tuck the toes if it's too much. Good. Create length in your low spine. Push the sacrum down. Lift through the sternum. You can stay here. Lengthen through the crown. You can relax the head. Keep pressing your hips forward. Keep lift through the chest. Lift through here. One hand. Other hand. Slowly come up. Support your back. Soften seat towards the heels. So I'm pretty sure in one of them we explored the full camel, but if the full camel is not accessible to you, a good way to know full camel or a good variation is little thunderbolt. So you can repeat the camel if that's too much. Little thunderbolt, you'll open up your knees and you'll just keep pressing hips forward. You'll slide your hands down your thighs and you'll find the limit. So lift through the sternum, keep press hips forward. Lengthen to the crown. Looks like this. Slowly come up. Soften seat towards the heels. Good, downward dog, pedal it out. Open up the low back. And then you'll push the floor. You'll jump your legs through between your hands. So we did a lot of back bending. So you can start off with bridge if you have a back condition. Tickle the heels or go right for the wheel. So bridge, interlacing, outer triceps back. You can do this as a warm-up. Or go right for the wheel. Fingers, direction of shoulders, hands by the ears. You go up. Slowly come down. Actually keep the top of the head on the mat. Inhaling, go right back up. And if you were in the bridge, you just do another set of bridge. If you have variations, one-legged. Other side. Top of the head, take a breath for recovery. Exhale, right back up. You can walk your feet in a little bit closer. More Lift your hands in a little bit closer, depending on your practice. And come on down. Chin in, upper back, middle back, lower back. Again, you can open up into a happy baby, pressing your low back down. And then rock forward, right back, come to a seat. So the next that we're going to explore is Handstand Scorpion. Now you can work it on the elbows. It's probably easier, but I'll show you on the hands. So you come into a handstand, you find your straight line, however you want to get into it. Or if you're not doing the handstand scorpion, just work on a handstand, work on a straight line. 1 foot up here, since the spine's warmed up. Find the line, find the balance, toes chin together. Lastly, bend the knees. Oof. Let's try that again. You could take a couple of tries. First try is a nice warm-up. You can do on the elbows. Let's try it again. Let's try the other leg. Maybe we have some better luck here. 1 foot halfway up. Shoulders in position. And that's as good as it gets for today. Okay, from here, you're gonna put your knees down just to alleviate. Lean to your left hip. Half lower the fish pose. Turn twist. Granted, it's super early here, so no matter what time you're doing it, early is pretty hard. And you'll swap out the sides. Other side. And then from here, we'll do the cow face pose. So slide the knee on top, the same leg. And then you'll take your right hand. You'll hold your elbow, put your elbow behind your head. You stay here. You can even fold, but probably just stay here. If you have the bind, left hand, and then fold. Slowly come up. And then you'll simply switch the legs. And let's just do this one, the Vegas style. Vegas showgirl style. And if you've watched the other videos, you'll see there's other ways. You can take it into a tripod, handstand, whatever you want. The left, you'll stay here. And in this lineage, we'll just do the opposite leg, opposite arm. You can stay here, press your head back, or you can reach the right arm behind, hold something. One side's always tighter. Hold. Slowly come up. Good. Handstand number 2. So free it up. Handstand. Or, well, handstand number, who knows. So this time, this handstand, we're going to try a variation with the legs. All right, so just keep the legs split. Push, get your extension. And then you can kind of cross. Switch. Split the legs. Cross. Downward dog. Right leg up. The pigeon, sleeping swan. Sink your seat down. Lift your chest. And down you And you can always put a block underneath your seat if it's too much. And slowly come up. If you're going to go for the Kapatasana, you have to make sure your seat point's on the ground or sit on a block. You can slide the heel towards the groin. You lift your chest. You can even use a strap. Right? You can bend your knee. You can turn the body, pull the foot in. Or a little dorsiflexion. If you have a good back bend, shoulders okay, no condition. Grab the foot, lean back. All right. But this has to be down on the ground. Okay, and then we'll swap out the side any which way that you want. You can come to a downward dog, pedal it out, and then the left side. You'll lift your chest, and down you go. Great place to relax. And then we'll come into the full pigeon, and you don't have to do it. This is totally fine. You can just puff up your chest. You'll slide your heel in, lift your chest. You can look past the right shoulder, see where your foot's at, give it a little bend. You try to reach for it, pull it in. You can use a strap, dorsiflex. Grab the shoelace side of the foot, thumb face the ankle. And then there should be no tension in the shoulder, in the elbow. Lean back, use your back bend. And come, connect the dots. And use your opposite hand as a little kickstand until everything's balanced. Come down. And then from here, lean to your left hip. You'll slide the right knee in. And then if you have a condition, you'll sit on the block. Otherwise, you can get the blade of the foot towards the hip crease, the heel towards the groin. The foot not out here. There's no room for the knee. Here, you bow over the left, arch like a helix, grab, back of the wrist. And sit on a block. Don't worry about the half lotus if that's not happening in the knee. You just keep the foot inside, you sit on a block. Okay, and then we'll swap out the sides, other side. You free the leg, give your knees a quick little massage. You'll lean to your right hip, you'll bend your left knee. And then you can stay here, totally fine. Or the heel towards the groin. And then you might be able to bind, bow, arch, fine. Back of the wrist, leaning back. Okay, slowly unwind. Okay, and then what's next? Let's do another handstand. Okay, so for this handstand, any variation that you like, whatever you're comfortable with. Sometimes the tuck-ups are kind of fun. Good way to get into it. And it's a good way to kind of like start to drop your gaze because your center of gravity is low. So you'll come up really close. And then as soon as you jump, you put your shoulders into position right away. You don't want to move your shoulders too much. As soon as you jump, heels to the buttocks, right? And squeeze your knees together and try to keep the little ball. So 1, 2, 3. It could take a couple tries. 1, 2, 3. Take an inhale on the exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Freeze. Push. Slowly start to drop your gaze. Squeeze your legs. Now we're done. Okay, from here, let's take it on home. Bend your knees high up on the toes and then jump your legs through. And so this forward bend is going to be super mild. Super mild. So the fleshy part's away. and go down. Any amount that you need. And then slowly come up. And then you'll scoot your seat forward. We'll do the finishing sequence. So shoulder stand. Again, if you have something going on, you put a block underneath your sacrum. You raise your legs up the wall. It's totally fine. I'm going to give you a modified finishing sequence for those of you that don't have the lotus or do have the lotus. Scoot your seat forward so you have enough mat behind you. And then you can throw the legs back like the plow, only to walk the hands up the back. Shoulder stand. Elbows in, hands up the back, one straight line. Toes to the chin, look at the toes. And then from here, you can come into the plow pose. Interlace the fingers. Too much, rest your knees on your forehead. Come back to shoulder stand. Either butterfly the feet. It'll take you to the ear pressure. Or you could use your left hand to tie the lotus. Or if you have it like that, just use your legs. If you can balance, balance. If you're in the butterfly, just stay. Keep the lotus, the rest of you butterflies, ear pressure, or the embryo pose. Keep the lotus, ear pressure, turn into the fish pose, meaning the same position, but the legs are straight. Top of the head on the mat. If you have the lotus, you keep the lotus. Try to get tip of the nose to strike the earth. If you're in the lotus, you can try to grab your feet and pull the lotus in tighter. Come into the flying fish. If you can, raise your legs on lotus if you have them. Raise your arms. Slowly release. Good. If you know the backward somersault, I think we did it last time a little bit faster. We'll do it again slow. Otherwise, you can just sit up. It's totally fine. You scooch forward a little bit. Legs go back. Tuck the toes like a plow. Hands by the ears. Push. So there's less weight in your head. And then from here, headstand. So we'll try to hold the headstand. All right. Make a little basket. Back of the skull. Don't let your elbows go wide. You can use the wall. Tuck your toes. Make sure your elbow's never wider than the shoulders. Not crushing the pinky finger. Top of the head where the hairline headphones go. One heel, maybe the other heel, maybe both. Maybe the knees, maybe the legs. A little bit stronger, one leg. Very strong, very flexible. Both legs same time. Now stay. Half pike, see the toes, stay. Come back up. Point your toes. Hands are loose. Hips forward, heels back. Free the hands. Push into the elbows. Lift your head. Head back down. Back to headstand. Slowly lower. Child's pose. Downward dog. Or simply sit up if you can. Legs through. Okay, ceiling. Yogic seal. Comfortable cross-legged. Totally fine. Right? And then when we switch, you'll switch across the legs. Sit on a block if it's too agitating on the knees. 1 foot half. Stay here. We'll switch out. We'll let you know. Those of you that full lotus, blade of the foot towards the hip crease. You can manipulate the flesh away. Make sure your knees are warmed up. No straining, no forcing. And then you bow. Other side. Now you may stay here. And for the bowing, you can interlace or grab opposite elbows or just a simple bow. Something for the shoulders. A simple bow is fine. If you have the lotus, you can push your knees a little bit closer if it's not agitating. Get your lotus in tight. And then you can bow, turn, twist to your left so that your left hand can grab your left foot. And then once you're latched on, you bow, you turn, twist to the right, and your right hand will find the right foot. Somehow. There we go. Lift your chest, full, true seal of the body. And slowly come up. And if you're in the cross-legged position, you'll simply cross the legs. You'll switch the sides, right? And then you'll take your hands in this mudra, this gesture. It's a nice seal, locking your energies. And those of you in the lotus, you'll try to float your lotus. The rest of you stay here. We'll do the breath pumping, the stomach pumping of the breath, the Kapalabhati, and then we'll hold the breath, chin to the chest. And then if you're lifting your lotus, you'll have dropped your seat from there. And the pelvic floor lifts. You concentrate space between the eyebrows, see with the mind. You might see colors, lines. Okay, this is the uploading. Inhaling a little bit. And begin. Drop your seat, take a deep inhale. Hold the breath. Downloading, exhale. Stay here. Notice any subtleties. You can stay here for as long as you like, meditating, or you can take relaxation. Relax on your back. And leave your body by itself, breath by itself. Get comfortable, adjust. Relaxation is the best antidote for impurities. You let your body absorb the wisdom of each asana. And then slowly feel fingers, toes, roll ankles, wrists. Deepen your breath. Any big stretch along the way. You can bend your knees. You can roll over to the right side. Use your bicep as a pillow for a breath or two. Feeling grounded. And push the floor away. Come up towards a meditative seat. Tall spine. And again, just noticing any subtleties from your practice. We'll seal with the breath. Empty out your lungs. Smooth this breath in. And part the lips side out. Thank you, everybody, for your practices. Namaste.